So what are you going for?
That is a footballer.
That is not a footballer. Oh, it was so bad. You were like, oh.
I think it's that bad that it's got to be.
Right, we're going to play a game now, and then we'll do fitness at the end. Yeah, okay. People can
No one cares
that.
about fitness, Tom. It's the most boring thing about us. Not only can he not read his handwriting, he can't even read text on a screen now. So now we are in trouble.
We're playing. Is it a footballer or is it a fake footballer?
Right.
Dun 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 dun.
Wow.
We've got 10 names, Dan, and you've got to pick whether they're a real footballer or a fake footballer. This is round 1. All right, number 1. I think these are pretty easy to be fair. Number 1, Danny Drinkwater.
That is a footballer.
That is a footballer. All right.
He's played for Reading. Fuck me, he played for Reading.
He's not a footballer anymore, though. I think he's
like a brickie.
He's retired now. He's a brickie, yeah. So
Yeah.
very well. Number 2, Bongo McNulty. That was Bongo McNulty. The silence is deafening.
I want to say, yeah. I really don't think it is, but then at the same time, I feel like this could be like so painfully bad of a name that it's got to be true.
So what are you going for?
That is a footballer.
That is not a footballer. Oh, it was so bad. You were like, oh.
I think it's that bad that it's got to be. Like, I was expecting the next one to be something like, like John eats food, and I'd be like, well, obviously not. You know what I mean? Just wait for it. Stupid,
All right.
yeah.
So we're you got 1 point. Number 3, Stefan Kuntz. That is Stefan Kuntz with a K. Thank you. Sorry if you've got children in the car. I'm apologising for that.
I'm sure I would have heard this before if it was a name. I'm sure I would have heard of it because people would have been talking about him, saying that. He'd have been in jokes. He'd have been in all sorts of jokes. I'm going to say not a footballer.
That's a real footballer. Stefan Kuntz was a German international. He is now a coach. Oh,
Did not know
knowledge. 1 for 3. Number 4, Ivano Baldini.
Ridiculous, Tom.
Ivano
Where'd you get these from?
Baldini. Footballer or not a footballer?
Why is this relevant? Oh. I'm going to say he is a footballer.
You're rubbish at this. What is going on? He's not a footballer. But it says just sounds convincingly Italian.
Yeah. Who does?
All right, number 5. Arjan van Cheeswick.
No, not a chance.
Arjan van Cheeswick.
Not a chance.
Correct. He's not a footballer. I don't know. If you came out with Pierre van Hooijdonk, then you're like, oh, that's a bit weird.
No,
but he obviously is. All right. Next one. Creed Humpball.
No.
Creed Humpball.
No. No.
Not a footballer. You are correct. There is an NFL player apparently called Creed Humphrey, so I think that's where they're from. So you've been good for those two. You got 3 points. 3 points out of 6, halfway. Good. You got 4 more to come. Number 7, Kevin Lasagna. That is Kevin Lasagna.
I'm going to say that is a footballer.
That is a footballer, yes. He is an Italian striker. Who knew? If he's not Italian, then that's mental. Well done, you got 4 right. Right, number 8. Norman Conquest. Norman Conquest.
No, not a footballer.
He is a footballer.
No.
He was an Australian goalkeeper.
Of course he was. Why would I not know that?
Norman Conquest. Right. Number 9. Chuba Akpom.
That is a footballer, definitely.
That is a footballer. Yeah, I went for Chuba as well because like Chuba Chubbs. I think it's actually pronounced Chuba Akpom. But yeah,
knew that.
I don't know where he plays now. Somewhere in Europe. And the number one, the last one is Phil Magroin.
No.
It is not footballer. Good work, Daniel. Well, you got 6 out of 10. Good
I'm
job.
quite pleased with that, to be fair.
After the start.
I had, yeah.
This was pretty poor.
I'm guessing myself a lot of
I
that.
know. You're like, what is happening? Oh, great. I'm gonna keep using Bongo McNulty.
Bongo McNulty. What's that like?
I like these. They're quite fun. Another good thing that ChatGPT is good for is making quizzes, which is quite nice.
I wouldn't have thought that. There you go.
No, exactly. And there's another round if anybody wants to play. Maybe we'll do this as a bonus feature. Footballer or pasta dish.